Ronkonkoma Hub. This
Yep.
is one of those things where it's been talked about a long time. I saw some shovels go in the.
It is now under construction.
In the ground.
Yes.
So talk about the project and what the anticipated impact is going to be for
Well,
the
the
region.
Ronkonkoma Hub is a multi-phased project around the station, going to the east and the other side of the train is on the north side of Ronkonkoma, of the Ronkonkoma station itself. It's a project of Tri-Tech development, the town of Brookhaven and Suffolk County. One of the issues they had to face was the sewer issue because there are no sewers there. So they had to figure out what to do with the waste. They finally figured out how to do that from a sewer connection standpoint. That took a while. But it will mean about 1,500 residential units, retail, commercial, office space in the area around the station. It will revigorate that entire area. Plus, it will provide people the opportunity to live by the station, to be able to walk to the station for those people who may still want to work in New York City or may want to work in any of the other areas along the main line on Long Island. They'll now be able to do that easily from a rail perspective without having to take a car. So it's a win-win for everybody. It's taken a while to get to the finish line. We finally got to the finish line, and it's now under construction.
Yeah, it's interesting because Jim Coughlin from Tri-Tech and I were talking about their project in Port Jeff,
Right.
which is a wonderful project, right?
Yep.
These wonderful, they took a piece of land and they're making these wonderful apartments in there. And he said he was surprised because you hear all this millennial. He was surprised at how many folks were committing to an apartment and were going to sell their homes in Oldfield and other areas,
Right. Yep.
because they just wanted to to downsize. And the question I have for Ronkonkoma is, what do they really expect the anticipated resident to be there?
I think Ronkonkoma is a little different than Port Jeff. Ronkonkoma is right by the station.
Yep.
Port Jeff is not. Port Jeff is in Upper Port Jeff by the water, and I think it has a different clientele. I would assume they'll get a mix. They'll get millennials. They'll get people just graduating from the universities who are working on Long Island, but they'll also get a large number of people who have bought a house on Long Island many years ago, whose families have now gone, who want to stay on Long Island, but no longer want to shovel the snow or get rid of the garbage or all these things that are important for home ownership. And you're going to see a lot of those people buy into Ronkonkoma without a doubt. That has been the focal point of what has happened around the area, because they want to stay on Long Island. They want to also be able to get on the train and go to New York City, which is obviously is very attractive from an entertainment and maybe from a job perspective, but they don't want the intricacies of home ownership at that age. And so I think you're going to see a combination of both.